Good morning and welcome back to Rise and Thrive, where we ditch the noise, simplify your fitness journey, and focus on what actually works. I'm Abby, your fitness chick, here to bring you some tough love truth with a whole lot of compassion. So today we're talking about why you might need to rethink your approach to calorie counting and stepping on the scale every single day. Now, before we dive in, let me make one thing clear. I'm not totally anti-calorie counting. If you're someone who loves structure and that makes you feel comfortable, great. Do what works for you. But if you're anything like I used to be, logging every single bite, every single calorie down to the crumb, and you're still not seeing the results you want, then maybe it's time for a new strategy. So by the end of today's session, you'll know why focusing on hitting your protein goals and building strength might just be the game changer that you've been waiting for. So let's start with calorie counting. Like I said, it's not inherently bad, especially for beginners. So it can be a helpful tool to get an idea of the portion sizes and how much you're actually eating, because sometimes we need to track just to realize we're snacking too much. But here's the thing, I used to be that person. I tracked everything. I'm talking about even my chewing gum. I tracked it, everything. And you know what? It consumed my life. It even with all that obsessive tracking, I still wasn't seeing the results that I wanted. And here's why. Calorie counts aren't as exact as we think they are. Did you know that the numbers on food labels can legally be up to 20% off? So that 300 calorie healthy snack, it could be more, it could be less calories. And if you're eating out at restaurants or grabbing prepackaged meals, forget about it. You're trying to play a game where the rules are constantly changing. Now let's talk about the scale. Raise your hand if you've ever stepped on the scale after a week of just busting ass, clean eating, only to see the numbers go up. Been there, done that. I got the t-shirt. So here's the truth. Your weight fluctuates constantly, depending on things like water retention, hormones, how sore your muscles are recovering from that killer leg day. And the scale, it doesn't tell you how much fat you've lost, how much muscle you've gained, or how much stronger and healthier you've become. So if you're living by the scale or counting every calorie like it's your second job and still not seeing progress, it's time to try something new. All right, so let's shift gears. If calorie counting and the scale aren't the answer, what is? Two things, protein and strength training. These are the secret weapons that most people overlook because they're too busy chasing numbers. So first, let's talk about protein. Protein is the MVP of your nutrition game. It's essential for muscle repair, for recovery, and growth. And here's a fun fact. Protein actually helps you to burn more calories just by eating it. It's called the thermic effect of food, and protein has the highest thermic effect of all the macronutrients. Translation, you're burning calories just digesting your food. How cool is that? As a certified nutritionist, I can't stress this enough. Most people don't eat nearly enough protein. A good rule of thumb is to aim for approximately 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight per day. If math isn't your thing, just focus on getting a palm-sized portion of protein at every single meal. Think chicken, fish, eggs, tofu, beans, Greek yogurt, whatever works for you. And don't forget snacks. A quick protein shake or a handful of nuts can work wonders. Now let's talk about strength training. If you are skipping the weights and only doing cardio, you're leaving results on the table. Strength training builds muscle, and muscle is what drives your metabolism. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn, even when you're just sitting on the couch. But it's not just about the aesthetic part. Building strength improves your bone density, reduces your risk of injury, and makes everyday tasks like carrying groceries or playing with your kids so much easier. And here's the bonus. Strength training makes you feel powerful. It's not just about looking good. It's about realizing how strong and capable you are. That's the real glow up. So how do you make this shift from obsessing over calories and the scale to focusing more on protein and strength? I'm gonna break it down for you right now into simple, actionable steps. So here we go. Step number 1, Start small. Do not feel like you need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start by just adding one high protein snack to your day or committing to 2 to 3 strength training sessions per week. Progress, not perfection. Step number 2, prep for success. Meal prep is your best friend. Cook your proteins in bulk. Grill some chicken, bake some salmon, or throw a bunch of lentils into the Instant Pot. Keep grab and go snacks like string cheese, hard-boiled eggs, or protein bars or drinks handy for those busy days. Step number 3, keep workouts simple. You do not need a fancy gym or expensive equipment to start strength training. Body weight exercise even, like squats, push-ups, and planks are incredibly effective. As you get stronger, add in the resistance bands or dumbbells. The goal is to challenge yourself a little more each week. Lift heavier, do an extra rep, or hold that plank just a few seconds longer. It all adds up. All right, so let's recap. Counting calories, again, it's not inherently bad. And if it's working for you, fantastic. But if you've been doing it your whole life and you're still not where you want to be, I'm not a rocket scientist, but maybe it's time to shift your focus. Protein and strength training are game changers. They're going to get you the results you want. Stronger, leaner, healthier, and they're going to do it in a way that's sustainable and empowering. So here's my challenge for you for this week. Track your protein, not your calories. Focus on getting that palm-sized portion of protein at every meal. And if you're ready to take your strength training to the next level, be sure to join me in the Your Fitness Chick Facebook group. If you're not a member, go over there right now and join. I share all kinds of tips, workouts, and high protein recipes to help you crush your goals. So thank you guys for tuning in for today's episode of Rise and Thrive. Remember, your fitness journey isn't about the number on the scale. It's about you becoming the strongest, healthiest version of you. Let's rise and thrive and crush it this week, and I'll see you here next time.